back to another episode of Beat the Odds. It's Bassem Khalaf here. Today, I'm happy to do some NBA talk as I'm going to discuss why I believe the Dallas Mavericks have a strong chance at being a dark horse in the West, considering they are in the 7th seed right now. But before I do so, I want to talk a little bit about the KBO. I ended up going 1-1 with my picks yesterday. For my loss, it was the NC Dinos, unable to capitalize against the 18-year-old So Hyung Jun on the mound for KT Wiz. Final score in that ball game was 3-3. They ended up closing that game out in the 12th inning, which is a KBO rule. That's the second time the NC Dinos have costed me a loss with my picks with a tie, which is rare in the league. However, for my win, it was the Kia Tigers victorious in that one. Final score 4-2. They covered my 1.5 point spread. Aaron Brooks with a dominant performance like I thought he would have. He ended up going 7 strong innings, only allowing 2 runs in that one. And with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to my picks for today. Last night, I did have Kia Tigers on top of the Doosan Bears. However, tonight, I'm going to flip that around and take Doosan at -130. Both teams are going to have their pitchers making their starting debuts in this one. For Doosan, it's going to be Choi Woon Jun. The right-hander is 2-0 with a 4.5 ERA so far. He has seen these Kia Tigers twice out of the bullpen. He's gone a total 3 innings, only allowing 2 hits. And I do always say you want to take advantage of the younger pitchers in this league. And I believe with Kia Tigers throwing out Kim Ki-hoon, the 20-year-old, to make his starting debut against a team like the Doosan Bears, who have been struggling as of late. So I think they're going to come out and look to put some early hits and early runs on the board. So I do see them running away with this one even early on. I think the pick is confident enough for you to take that spread, but I'm just going to stick to that -130 money line. I'm not going to have too many KBO picks today. That is going to be my only one as I look to improve my record and head towards that 500 mark. I am all done with KBO for now, and let's go ahead and move to some NBA talk. If you would have asked me a couple months ago who I believe the dark horse coming out of that Western Conference would be, then my choice would have easily been the Dallas Mavericks. But when you look at the injuries they've dealt with heading into this NBA bubble, I think it's just piling it up a little bit too much for their comfort. They got Dwight Powell dealing with that Achilles tear from earlier on this season. He's going to be sidelined. Willie Cauley-Stein's newborn child is going to leave him out for the rest of the season. Courtney Lee dealing with that calf tear that required him to get surgery. So you see these injuries are really piling up. With a deep team like the Mavericks, I think they could find those role players to fit in and replace these guys. Dwight Powell, he's going to be replaced by a player like Boban's caliber. I think Boban has been really tremendous for him this year. I feel like earlier on in his career, people looked at him as more of like throw this guy in with a couple minutes left and use his size. But he's been really well. He had that 30-10 game right before the season ended. But when you look at their guard play, like Tim Hardaway, he's been tremendous this year. After earlier on in his career moving a lot from the Knicks to the Mavericks to the Hawks, he finally came back to the Mavericks and found a good home here. He's having a career year, shooting his highest field goals in his 3-point free throw and field goal. Obviously, they have Seth Curry, one of the best spot-up shooters of all time, up there in the 3-point field goal percentage, above 45% if I'm not mistaken. So these guys, if they can find their roles while Kristaps and Luka are able to play their 2-man game. Luka, obviously a superstar caliber player already, 21 years of age. I can see this guy doing some real damage in these playoffs. I think he does have that superstar talent to take him far into the playoffs. The only thing that concerns me about this team is that they do stand in the 7th seed right now, and if the playoffs were to start today, they would play the Los Angeles Clippers, who are far too loaded for them to even stand a chance against them. But with that being said, if they could move into the 6th spot and play a team like the Denver Nuggets, who are a little bit less experienced than the Clippers, I think they do have a chance in advancing. So I am going to give them a 6.5 out of 10 in this one. I did get asked, how does my system work? So 6.5 out of 10 is just basically means I'm 6.5 out of 10 confident in how well they're going to perform in the playoffs. Things I do factor in is their matchup, their injuries they're dealing with. In this case, Dallas is dealing with a lot. So if it wasn't for that, I would have maybe gave them somewhere in the 7 range. I also look at how I expect this team to perform in the NBA bubble compared to regular NBA games where fans are a big factor. So with that being said, I am going to stick to that 6.5 out of 10. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a better understanding how I feel about these Dallas Mavericks, kind of like I did with the Pelicans and the Orlando Magic. I am all done with NBA talk today. I will have some more NBA discussions tomorrow. I am hoping to do some UFC picks for you guys as well. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Cause the friends got to show me love.